A minute ago, you said something about winning, yeah? And having you here, bro, yeah, it would be essentially a disservice to not mention this, speaking of winning, right? 2021, 3 shots of tequila, live podcast, Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, okay.
Now, for me personally, when I started podcasting, again, similar to you, it was just a bit of bounce, had a bit of free time. I'd graduated the year before in 2018. So like, I was at a very elementary, if that's the word to use, stage of my life where I could risk it. And at the time, shout out my boy Hussein, we also had a similar vision. And we thought, bun it, man. There's no one really from our cultures doing this type of stuff. So let's do it. Bro, once I started to get more solidified and started to enjoy podcasting more, and then I was like, let me lock into 3 shots more regularly. Bro, when you really deep it, man said a podcast done a live show at one of the most prestigious venues, arguably, probably in the world, if not at least in Europe. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
When you say it like that,
because I started doing a vlog thing that the people probably, I don't even know if it will be out when this episode comes out, but I'm trying to do a vlog thing for this channel as well, right? And I was talking to myself earlier today, and I was saying like, I don't think people understand how much of a big deal that is, bro. Now me, I was in the audience that day, you know, you had, obviously I'll let you do the whole ins and outs, how it happened and the intricacies, but you had Sneakbo there performing, D-Double, Suspect, Notes, who else am I missing?
Gracious K.
And
Daneo.
And then on top of that, the actual from like a guest wise, you had Dan on, Savage Dan on, you had Margs on.
Simply Shayo.
Yeah, she opened with some poetry as well.
Look at Anna.
Killing it, bro. I'm gonna shut up. I'm just gonna give you the podium, bro. Chat to me, man. Royal Albert Hall, that's a big deal, bro.
Do you know what? I got to shout out Musicalized because they're the company that we worked with in order to get that done. And for them, that was the first ever, as in, we were, I think, the first podcast that they actually worked with in regards to doing shows and stuff because they did our tour.
Okay.
So bear in mind, we've probably done about 20 to 30 shows before Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we've just done it in like bars and pubs and all that. We started from the bottom and grew, and then Musicalized came along and were like, why don't you do Shepherd's Bush?
So they approached you or you approached them?
They approached us, but we already knew them. Like, they listened to the pod. So I'm saying, so I already know Ben, I already know Sophie from other things, but on the business level, they approached us and was like, yo, have you not considered doing XYZ for what's it called, Shepherd's Bush?
Okay.
Which is 1,200. We're like, oof. We've only done 600 before. Do you know what I mean? So we're like, oh, that's a big jump. And then obviously strategies are put in place where it's like, for example, don't do an event for however many months, so you build up the momentum of your show.
Okay.
When you're building up to your show, get high profile guests, and you have a strategy in place where you try and put yourself in a position where you can sell more tickets.
Yeah.
But essentially, it was just us three that done it, man. We tried to get sponsorship, never really happened. We still sold out. There was one time we had a marketing budget set up aside for us. Yeah. We had a meeting with a company, and the company was like, yeah, this is the marketing budget we would kind of dip into to sell you out. And we're like, we've already sold out. They're like, what? We're like, so can we still have the budget then for other things? They're like, nah. We're like, what?
Nah.
It was like we could sell out ourselves. Our faces were selling out the events.
So, and bro, that must have been such a proud moment for you all three of you. So, in regards to actually the idea of Royal Albert Hall itself, was that something that they approached you with, or you?
Nah, we just, like I said, I didn't even finish. So we done Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah.
Then the next step was Hammersmith Apollo.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a big jump. That's 1,000. You're going from 1,200 to 3,600.
Yeah.
In a space of 6 months.
Okay.
That's brother. Podcasting. I'm not talking about I dropped to number 1, so I can see that there's data that shows that Tazer, if you do this venue, you're selling out.
Yeah.
This is us just going back and grinding out podcast episodes and making sure that they're funny, they're relatable, so we can sell
funny guests as well and stuff.
So we can sell 2,000 more tickets, and we did that. We did it in a decent time frame.
I love that, bro.
So we're like, what's the next step? They're like, boy, we can up the budget, but you don't got to grind. They're like, oh, up the budget to what venue? Royal Albert Hall. I was like, well, I've never even been there.
Bro, I hadn't been there until
I've heard about it. I've never been there. I know that they got this big piano, there's organs, all of that stuff.
Yeah, orchestra vibes.
Yeah, so then they're like, yeah, the date's there. But obviously that date was 2019.
And then COVID just kind of pushed everything back.
Pushed everything back. So it pushed it for like 2 years. And obviously during COVID, you got a new podcast coming out. People ain't listening to us no more. People are coming back and listening to us. Guests starting to vape. But we went through some mad roller coaster. And that's when the narrative started playing out that, defund male podcast. We're like, shit, but we got Roy Albert Hall to sell. Like, come on.
Yeah.
We just had to keep going. And also we tried to do, you know what, I'll be honest, we tried to go PC. I thought, maybe that's what we need to do. And then one day I woke up, I said, nah, fuck that, man. That's not me. That's not me, man.
What's the Skepta? That's not me.
Yeah, it's not me, man. We got to just power through how we are and people's got to accept it, man. And all of a sudden, it felt like it was refreshing.
Okay.
Because it's like, everyone was going through that PC moment. No one wanted to get cancelled. So the content got boring.
The COVID season was a very sensitive time. But talk to me more about like, the day itself, bro. Like how when you woke up that day, like how did it feel? Was there like a pre-rehearsal?
You're gonna think
like a schedule type thing. Like, how did it go, bro, man?
You're gonna think I'm lying, yeah, but there's no routine. We just meet at the venue, we get dressed, we just start chatting. We're just chatting vibes and like how the days. Like I said, we're brethren, yeah. Meet the team, whatever. This is what's gonna happen. This is what you're gonna do. You don't know what you're talking about? Yeah, we haven't written nothing down.
Swear, none of that
ain't printed. Nothing,
well, not bro. Even like a
none of the shows. None of the shows.
No segments. Nothing.
No. We speak about it. Like this is what we're gonna do first, and that's what we're gonna do next.
But that's as far as it goes.
There's no like this is the this, and no, we're just like, all right, cool. And then they'll come in our room. You know, we need you on the
That's
stage.
so.
Let me tell you a secret. He's not even gonna like me to share this, if I'm sharing it. When we did Roy Albert Hall, yeah. Let's say I'm not gonna say the actual time he got there, but let's say hit stage 7:30. Okay. So we have to be behind the curtains like 7:29, right? Just to be safe, 7:25. Yeah, 5 minutes. Just everyone knows you're there. Get you mic'd up.
I think I know where this is going.
Marv didn't walk in till like 7:28.
Say swear.
He walked in so casual. Yeah, we are. No, I'm not panicking because I'm like whatever in it. But the team are like, wait, what the fuck is that? Marv just walked in. So So get me mic'd up, and we just hit the stage.
No way.
We just knew what we were gonna do. Like it's mad. Like it's mad. But we remember we've been doing it for time, and the chemistry's there.
Yeah.
Like I know what to say to trigger him to get the response where you lot now tell me, "Oh, Marv's always getting onto you," but I've done it on purpose. I don't care. People want me to care. I'm like, bro, my brethren's getting onto me. Like this happened on the block every day. This is not a big deal.
This is everyday life.
Yeah,
this is just
group
banter.
Chat.
This is exactly. This is group chat with a man.
Like,
this is banter
even
with a man.